Good evening, everyone. I'm Ann Sterling. Your Storm Team 5 weathercast is a minute away, but right now, let's take a quick look at your headlines. A Chinese woman has been found guilty after lying her way into President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago club on Palm Beach. That was earlier this year. After 4 hours of deliberations on Wednesday, jurors convicted 33-year-old Yu Zhang of entering or remaining in a restricted building or grounds, as well as making false statements to a federal officer. Zhang appeared unfazed as the verdict was read. The Chinese national faces up to 6 years in federal prison when she is sentenced, and that will happen on November 22nd, and will likely be deported once her sentence is completed. In Fort Pierce, a ceremony to honor a hero who died on 9/11. C.C. Ross Lyles was a flight attendant on Flight 93 that crashed in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Lyles was a Fort Pierce native who worked as a detective in the police department before changing careers. Today, her son, now 24 years old, thanked everyone for keeping her memory alive. Lyles' family members presented scholarships in her name, and the city now has a piece of rock from the Shanksville crash site that it will put on display. The rock is on loan from the Department of the Interior. A heartwarming sign of support for our nation from young students in Martin County. Jensen Beach Elementary students sang and waved American flags in honor of our nation's heroes. The Martin County School District shared this video on social media with a caption reading in part, quote, "Students and staff are grateful for their freedom and forever indebted to those who made the ultimate sacrifice on 9/11.
All right, peak week of hurricane season, and we do have a lot of activity. No named storms right now, but we have a lot of potentials out there. This one here, just coming off the coast of Africa and moving through the Cabo Verde Islands, has a 30% chance to develop here in the next 5 days. Once it gets over into this yellow shaded area, the chance for development goes up. This one right here, we watched it when it came off the coast of Africa, and it had a decent chance, but now it doesn't. Sort of ran out of time here. It's going to move into an unfavorable area. And then we got this one close to home, some homegrown activity here, 40% in the next 2 days, 60% in the next 5 days. By the weekend, it will be directly over us. So regardless of whatever happens, it does look like we're going to have a super soaker of a weekend with heavy rainfall potential and some gusty winds. After that, it may move into the Gulf of Mexico. There it will get another chance to develop if it doesn't before it reaches us. Of course, heavy rains going all through the Bahamas where they really don't need anything like that right now. So we'll keep an eye on that as we go through the weekend. We could be looking at a depression or even a tropical storm possible spinning up very quickly on Friday. So rain chances will increase very quickly on Saturday, and then we'll slowly taper them off on Sunday and go back to normal by the beginning of next week.
James, thank you. For breaking news, make sure to download the free WPTV mobile app right there on your smartphone. I'm Ann Sterling, and those were your headlines.